Hey, Bert, would you mind helping me clean up just a part of this novel I've been writing?
Yeah, of course. What do you have so far?
Okay. It was a dark and stormy few nights, except for that one night in the middle that was really comfortable, and everyone was like, "Ooh, that's nice." The lantern danced from side to side. Bubba Chub vociferated to his father, "I wonder if my socks will stay dry."
Okay, let me stop you right there. What did you name that person?
The young boy? Bubba Chub.
Bubba Chub. That's a character's name.
That's just his nickname. His full name is Ayub Bubba Chub.
He's carrying the Chubb family name.
I suppose you could look at it that way, yeah.
Okay, cool. Now the other word you used, I think, was it vociferate? Really? Vociferate? I assume that means to say something.
Yeah, it's like to holler out.
Yeah, you don't need to use the big words unless it really fits, unless you can really make it work for you. He doesn't need to pontificate. He doesn't need to exclaim. He said it. He says, that's fine.
But he hollered it vociferously.
Also, the lantern dancing, I think it was, that's fine, but you want to be careful with how often you make inanimate objects doing, human things. You know what I mean?
Cool, okay. Yeah, interesting points. All things that I'm gonna consider moving forward, for sure.
Great.
The father replied, "The house is flooding. The floors have turned into water. If you wish to protect your socks, you must run along the furniture." It was at that moment the chaise lounge started to scream. Its little feet...
Okay, see right there. Why is the chair doing that?
Its feet are in the water, and they might start pruning soon. That's enough to make me alarmed.
You're not a chair. It would make sense that you might do that. I mean, I wouldn't be alarmed if my feet were pruning, but I suppose I could if I had a really crazy reaction to it. But why is the chair being more alarmed than, like, I would?
Sometimes they creak.
Okay, yes. So are you trying to get across to your audience that the chair was creaking so loudly it sounded like it was screaming?
Okay, wait, why don't you listen to the next paragraph that I've got, and then I bet all of this is going to make a lot more sense.
All right, continue.
Okay. Bubba Chub's socks inhaled with fear. They apperceived that the task ahead of them would be formidable, to not glazade upon impact of the chaise lounge. Even the curtains looked on with terror. They were overwrought with solicitousness, so much so their brains began to wander. "Should a grave mistake be made," they exclaimed, "and we be horizontal and not vertical, we would be placed onto beds and treated as blankets, and the sun would shine relentlessly."
Okay, yeah, I think I'm understanding this now. You're writing a fan fiction of Beauty and the Beast.
No.
Oh, really? Because your curtains just had a midlife crisis.
I'm trying to paint a vivid picture here.
It certainly is vivid. And relatable, too. I hate when I wake up in the morning and I think, my mistake, I slept with the curtains again.
It is a confusing time for my characters right now, indeed.
I know, because it was a dark and stormy night.
Few nights, actually. But this weird thing happened.
Okay. Do me a favor. Keep reading, but really focus on the notes that I've given you and try to adjust while you're reading, okay? Just do me this favor.
Okay. I can do that. Bubba Chub jumped onto the chaise lounge. He landed firmly. His father was impressed. In fact, he didn't think he could clear that space himself.
Good, keep it going.
The water was quickly rising. Bubba Chub had to make a decision, and that was the accent table. Mid-air, he could feel his heart pounding. Would he make it? There was no going back now. But it was at that moment a great shift took place. It was like the effects of gravity doubled and pushed him down so fast that he broke his neck. And his father yelled, "I am death incarnate." That's when the house they were in stood up, it took off its pants, and it started beating the other houses in the face, like, "F you, Selma. F you, Greg. Wham! Wham! I'll go streaking down my neighborhood all I want, you impertinent domiciles." The earth velicated back and forth upon comprehension that such vehemence and savagery was commencing on otherwise non-belligerent territory. Even the moon was like, yo, what's up with all the subjugation happening with you guys right now? And mirthful serendipity, abstentious circumlocution, and conviviality excogitate with florid precipitation, precipitacious.